Welcome back. This is Mr. Tipton, and today we're looking at real-world multi-step percent problems. Putting all the things that we know about percents and cross products, proportions, putting all that together to solve real-world problems about stuff. Alright? Most of the problems that you're going to see on your practice and on your quiz, they'll actually be written out in sentence form, not just with a list of things like you see here. My technology limitations keep me from writing too much on this screen, so instead of a small paragraph for you to read, I've just kind of listed out the most important information. Let's look at this first one. We've got new shoes that cost $80. Looks like there is a 20% discount and a tax rate of 8.5%. So what we're looking for is the final cost, or the total cost of this new pair of shoes. Alright? Again, it doesn't matter to me if you want to use proportions, if you want to use equations. As long as you show your work and you get to the right answer, that's what I'm all about. I'll probably use a variety of things in this video. I'm going to start by using the percent equation to figure out the final cost of these new shoes. Alright, so we have new shoes, and there's a 20% discount. So let's do that first. In the percent equation, we know that the part is equal to the percent as a decimal times the whole. So if I find 20% of 80, I can do that. 0.2 times 80. That gives me 16. But remember, the discount is 20%. So I need to subtract the 16 from the 80. Oops, 80 minus 16 gives us $64 after the discount. Alright, I could have also done, instead of finding how much the discount was, I could have done 80% of 80, because if you're not paying 20%, you are paying 80%. I could have done it that way, and that would have given me the $64. Okay? Alright, so again, that's the discount, but now we need to add the tax. Remember, most times when you buy things, there's a tax involved. So, we need to find what part of 64 is 8.5%. And remember that we need a decimal instead of a percent, so we move it left twice. 8.5% of 64. Let's see, let's put that in the calculator. And we've got 0.085 times 64. $5.44. X equals $5.44. And this is the tax. That's the tax amount. But remember, we're looking for that final cost. Looking for the final cost. So we're going to take that $5.44 and add it on to the $64, which is the discounted price of the shoes. And that gives us a final cost of $69.44. Now, we've also talked about another way to do the tax, where instead of finding the tax amount and adding it on, we also could have done 1.085 times 64. Here, we added the tax rate onto the entire price of the shoes, and that gets us straight to the $69.44. Okay, so again, we've got options of how to do these problems, and I used equations. You could also have done it with proportions. Different ways to do it. Alright, let's look at another. What do we have next? Alright, looks like a bat and a glove. Got a baseball player shopping here. We've got a bat that's been discounted 33% and a glove that's been discounted 15%. Looking for the total cost of both items. I'm going to use proportions this time since I used equations last time. We've got a $32 bat, and we're looking for it after it's been discounted 33%. Alright, 100x is equal to 32 times 33. 100x is equal to 1056. Divide both sides by 100 and we get $10.56. Remember though, this is the discount and we're looking for the total cost. So we're going to take the $32 bat minus the $10.56 and we get $21.44 for the bat. Okay, I'll separate this here because now I'm going to find the total cost of the glove. Same process. I'll use proportions again this time. 15% discount. We're looking for 15% of 18. Cross products, 100 times x is equal to 18 times 15. 100x is equal to 270. Divide both sides by 100 and x is equal to $2.70. And again, this discount needs to be subtracted from the price of the glove. So 18 minus 270 is $15.30. That's the glove. So for the total cost, the bat, $21.44, and the glove, $15.30, for a grand total of $36.74. Okay, we didn't have to figure any tax into this problem. Maybe it was tax-free weekend. I don't know. All right. Real quick, just some different ways you could have done this using proportions. If you're not paying 33%, it means you are paying 67%. So we could have set up our proportion like that as well. And on this side, if you're not paying 15%, it means you are paying 85%. Again, we've got options. Show your work. Let's do one more of these together. This time we have a simple interest problem. It's like somebody's buying a used car for $12,000 and the interest rate is at 5% for 5 years and we are looking for the total amount paid for the car. Well, let's use our simple interest formula, I equals PRT, and plug in what we know. The principal, the amount that we need for the car, is $12,000. The rate, 5%, we'll enter as 0.05 because we need to enter it as a decimal. And then our time is 5 years. And when we multiply 12,000 times 0.05 times 5, we get $3,000 of interest. Alright, so if it costs $3,000 to borrow $12,000, then after 5 years we will have paid back a total, okay, we're just adding those two things together now, the total amount paid is $15,000. There's nothing new in this section except combining all the different things that we've been talking about. You know cross products, you know the percent equation, the percent proportion, and you know, we're pretty good at word problems by this point. Let's just put it all together. If you have questions about any of these examples, write them down, and we'll see you soon.